You're listening to Heather's Deux Vegas. Join your go-to gal for all things celebrity gossip, reality TV reviews, fashion tips, and of course, all of the inside scoop on Sin City.
Hey babes, welcome back to Heather's Deux Vegas. Can you believe it? Heather's Deux Vegas is officially celebrating a 1-year birthday today. 1 whole year of pop culture tea, sparkly chaos, Bravo meltdowns, and of course, most importantly, your weekly dose of Las Vegas glitter. I just want to take a second to thank every single one of you, listeners, followers, ride or dies, for tuning in, sharing, laughing, and keeping this little pod alive and fabulous. And a very special shout out to the real star of the show, our unpaid, very overqualified intern, Sassy the pug. She's making a cameo, so we got to tune into YouTube and take a little gander at our Sass girl. She's a little tired, so she's been working hard. Enough of the mushy stuff. First up, let's kick it off with the VMAs because, honey, it was a night. We had Ricky Martin, Mariah Carey, both honored. I mean, that's what I call legends polishing their crowns. And Jessica Simpson making a comeback. Who knew we needed that serotonin boost? Not to mention the heels. You know she had on those platforms. You know she did. I mean, she's even shorter than Ashley by like a couple inches. All right, LL Cool J. So he hosted, and he proved yet again that his coolness is literally eternal. I mean, meanwhile, the performances, we had Doja Cat, who opened. I could have done without that. Sabrina Carpenter, I need all the time. I need daily. I mean, she just stole my retro-loving heart. But Lady Gaga and the zombie apocalypse era is just not my favorite, not my jam. No, I want sparkly, not spooky every season. That's right. You know, you Heather Ashley well. And speaking of sparkle, okay, let's talk about a little VMA fashion where sheer is like sheeringly unavoidable. Yeah. All right. You can hear it in my voice. The dresses, skirts, tops, basically like it's a panty fest 2025. I'm not mad, but I'm not obsessed. I mean, this trend is staying around more than a Housewives feud. I don't think we need it anymore. Dancing with the Stars dropped the cast list recently. And, it's like reality TV roulette with these casts. You got to put it in Vegas terms always, right? So someone like me can understand. Let's talk about some highlights on this cast. Hilaria Baldwin, who I've talked about on this show. Okay, just a little inside scoop. My understanding is that she really campaigned to get onto the Dancing with the Stars cast. She has apparently a background in ballroom dancing and is quite skilled. Obviously, she likes the limelight. She wants to be in front of that camera, and between her and Alec, someone's got to be making the money. He must be the babysitter, and then now she's out in front of the camera. Yeah, because we don't want to see him in any more Westerns. But okay, who else? Corey Feldman. Okay, woo, Corey Feldman. He's so bizarre. I'm telling you, he is like channeling Charlie Sheen. Are they hanging out? Are they besties? Because he's like a spitting image, except with gray or white hair, whatever he has going on. His mannerisms are just Charlie Sheen 2.0. Kind of weird. And Jordan Childs. I think she's obviously going to do fantastic. I'm excited to watch her. Dylan Efron, Zac Efron's little brother. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be our new guilty pleasure, you guys. Yeah, I hang in for a few episodes, like to watch the people that I'm most interested in. And then I kind of fall off. But and then there's also, a couple of the girls from the Real Mormon Wives show. Moving on. Okay, let's do like a lightning round here of just some random pop culture stuff. All right, so grab your latte. Time for lightning round. Yo, Taylor Swift rumored for the Super Bowl halftime show. Those Swifties are rehearsing already. We're there. I'm there. Let's go. Cardi B acquitted in her $24 million assault trial. too much. If you watch any of these clips of her in the courtroom, it's worth it. Google it. She celebrated her victory with twerking in polka dots, and all of the wigs that she wore, just, it's Cardi B. No one else can do it better than her. All right, Instagram finally got it together. Finally. They are now compatible on iPad. I can't even tell you how many years I've been struggling to deal with Instagram on my iPad. I mean, 15 years later, they figured this out. Wow. Congratulations, Karen Huger, our grand dame of the Potomac Housewives. She busted out of the clink early. Congrats. She only served 6 months, but she has supervised release. And, you know, Bravo producers, I'm sure they've got that contract in hand with a pen for her to sign. And we want her back, for sure. We want her back. Oh, the Chrisley kids. Okay. Todd and Julie Chrisley's kids, Fana and Chase, they are getting their own spin-off show. And I mean, this is like family therapy meets better lighting for sure. I might check it out. I might check it out and let you know what I think. All right. So some headlines from the Strip. Okay. The LVCVA, which is the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, they're basically the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders of Las Vegas, right? So they're all about promoting the city. And they dropped a new campaign with Grammy winner Erin Allen Kane. And I'm going to just be really honest with you guys. I don't even know who she is. I don't know her name. Certainly did not recognize her in the ad. Yeah. Sorry, hate me later. I thought it was a beautifully sung song, but the message was welcome to fabulous. And I'm sure they came up with this campaign a year ago. And of course, now Vegas is battling this newfound brand image, kind of black cloud hanging over us about how expensive it is to be here when you visit, the cost of a drink, the cost to park, cost for valet. And this Welcome to Fabulous campaign, one, I don't feel like it's a strong campaign even on its own, but for what we need right now to address this new price gouging Vegas experience, it just falls flat. And I think they need to go back to the chalkboard and figure something else out, you know, put those heads together and yeah, call me up. I might have some ideas, you guys. Sassy, for sure. That girl always, she's got some good ideas, I'm telling you. Some of them don't make it to daylight, but you know, that's another story. So something kind of similar to this topic, Stations Casinos. I've talked about this and it's all over the socials. They've kind of, you know, they've rewound the cash registers, so to speak. And they've been offering up these $1.99 margaritas at all of their properties, which is a total throwback to the days I remember when there was probably only 2 or 3 station casinos in Vegas. And margarita, that was their staple. It was either $1.99, maybe it was $1.99. Either way, somewhere around there. That was the staple. It was the cheap margarita, and everybody, you know, would flock and go there and hang out. So they've brought that back, but they've really doubled down. They're doing $3 beers, and they've now expanded into capturing the end of the summer season with $50 day beds, budget-friendly cabanas. I'll be poolside pretending I'm on the Bravo payroll with my $1.99 margarita. Yep. Okay, babes, let's go skip on over to the Bravo universe. First up, we've got Miami. The ladies, they left Spain and they're now yachting it up on Richard Branson's Virgin cruise ship. I'm in heaven. Marisol Suite. Basically, it's like a floating mansion. And then Stephanie in her nautical Stephanie Zen era. But I smell stormy seas on the horizon. It's coming. This is the calm before the storm. But this week, it's going to get rocky. Rocky on the high seas. I'll be watching. Let's move over to the OC, Housewives, Orange County. Katie. So just when you thought she was down and out, like they just kicked her good. I mean, that dog was dead, right? No, ma'am. She's been resurrected. She figured out that the lie detector administrators at Emily's Persian New Year party were actors. And if you recall, they were all at Emily's party. They did this silly, everyone take a lie detector test, and everyone passed except, surprise, surprise, Katie. So Katie digs up that this is all pretty much like a hoax. It's a big sham put on by Emily and Gina to take her down. And she's got the receipts to prove it. So now we're going to see, how does that go over? How does that unfold? We're going to find out. What else? Meanwhile, Gretchen, Tammy Sue, they are stuck in their loop of breakup, makeup. And Emily really called their relationship spoiled milk. It's like, it's got that shelf life of milk. It's just, they're going to be good 1 minute and then the next it's spoiled. And then Heather Dubrow. I love a Heather Dubrow humble brag moment. I mean, there's nothing better. So let me remind you, the girls are all at the beach for a picnic and they're sitting around having a little kumbaya moment. Heather Dubrow, casually decides, oh, let's go around and have a Good News Friday, conveniently, because she has a humble brag to roll out about how her kid got into Yale while poor Shannon is spiraling over her daughter's breakup. Balance. It's all about the balance on these shows. The previews look really good. Bananas even. I mean, I need a Hannibal Lecter muzzle in the budget for Tammy Sue. You saw it with your own eyes. I saw it with mine. That woman eats flava beans, a la housewife style. Well done. Or raw. Yeah, it's that scary. Okay. The other show that I've been talking to you guys about recently is Love Thy Nader. These are the Nader sisters. These are the cuties that they've went from like the Bayou babes to Manhattan models, and all about the drama, the glam, the cringe of it all, of them living in New York, navigating their relationships with each other, dating, making it in the modeling industry. I'm still watching. I'm enjoying it. They're growing on me. They're a little immature, but I'm hoping that they're going to get the hang of this reality thing and snap to it, because don't make me watch Kardashian reruns. You know what I'm saying? Please save me from that.
This episode of Heather's Do Vegas is proudly sponsored by Valley Girl Shop. Valley Girl Shop isn't just a brand, it's a whole vibe. Founded by a true San Fernando Valley native, Valley Girl celebrates the bold, confident spirit of Valley girls everywhere, from the Las Vegas Valley to Phoenix and LA. At Valley Girl Shop, you'll find more than just trendy clothes. You'll discover a full lifestyle. We're talking fun, expressive apparel, statement-making tumblers, sleek yoga mats, and must-have weekender tote bags that take you from brunch to beach in style. Whether you're repping your city or just living life with flair, Valley Girl has you covered. So wherever you are, poolside in Vegas, desert chic in Phoenix, or cruising the LA scene, embrace your inner Valley Girl. Let our collections inspire you to live boldly, dress confidently, and celebrate your unique vibe every day. Shop now at valleygirlshop.com. That's valleygirlshop.com.
Let's switch some gears. I want to get into our Vegas segment. As you all know, football season is officially underway. It is here. And I want to talk a little bit about the football scene in Vegas for you. We've got two teams that I want to mention are very important. Not only UNLV, our university, has an amazing team. They've been building up to a fabulous season. This should hopefully be their best season yet, but they have been building toward it. It's not just out of nowhere. And they played Allegiant Stadium. And then, of course, we do have our Raiders that we have a new coach, Pete Carroll. And he came from the Seahawks. And so far, they are looking really strong. If you are a football fan, or even just, you're football fan adjacent, you're being forced into it, and you just kind of put on the outfit and a smile. Look, I get you. It happened. It's happened to me once or twice. Yeah, it can be fun and enjoyable, even if you're not really truly a fan, because Allegiant Stadium is really quite electric. It's only a few years old and it is state of the art, gorgeous. When you walk through, which I highly recommend if you're there for any event, is to just kind of tour around, wander around all of the concourses that you have access to and check it out. They've done a great job with doing a lot of history on Vegas, artwork, all of that good stuff. So it is very interesting. Okay, true. Yes, there's not much parking around there. And a lot of the businesses in that area have utilized their parking lots as, paid parking, $20, 25. I mean, maybe I've seen 40. I don't know if I've seen anything over $40, which, any other major city, in LA, I've heard that they charge like $100. Count your lucky stars because $40 is nothing compared to 100, right? But here's what you need to do. Take it from me, Heather Ashley, your local expert. You need to just take rideshare from wherever you are coming from and get dropped off. I'm going to tell you, it is fast, it's very organized, efficient, and you are not going to walk very far comparative to other stadiums around the country. I have been to a good handful of them, 2 handfuls of them, and your walk from the rideshare is pretty, it's pretty easy. And then also too, swarming around the stadium are these guys on, little bikes with, I call them like rickshaws. That's probably not the right description, but they're riding the bike and then they have a cart on the back that will seat, like 3 adults or maybe like 2 adults, 2 kids. I mean, they let you know what they can accommodate, but now they do charge around $100 to take you around to maybe your parking lot, or if you want to go over to Mandalay Bay. And it's actually really, really fun. It's really adds to your whole experience that you have that night for whatever event. It's not just football. They're out there for concerts and all the things. Now, to add on to your Allegiant Stadium experience, there's another option I checked out for you personally so I could report back. There is an establishment called Whiskey, and it's across from Allegiant, and like diagonal. It's a bar restaurant. It's huge, massive. It is, a couple years new. Say you are not going into the game. You just want to have the game experience, be around other fans. This is a really fun option because they have like a 3 or 4 story parking garage attached, which is really nice. So a ton of parking. And from everything I've seen, there's no charge for this parking. This is actually owned by the Terribles group, Terrible Herbst. Everyone knows them for is their gas stations and convenience stores. They branched out into the restaurant bar world, and they have a couple of these whiskeys all over Vegas. And this one is quite large to accommodate crowds. It's great in terms of happy hours. They have a lot of specials, game day specials, screens everywhere, indoor, outdoor seating. They roll up these garage door style windows when the weather's nice. They have heaters for when it gets cold. This is a great option if you want to just hang out, get the game day experience, but you're not actually going to the game. While I was there, I was talking to our server, and she recommended that if you are going to come on a game day, that you get there about 2 hours prior to the game starting to make sure you get ample seating for your party. That's a good tip. You don't want to just walk in last minute on that because it gets really, really busy, she said. The menu's pretty versatile. There's like fish and chips and typical burgers and things like that, but they did have a little random dishes you wouldn't peg as bar food. I would highly recommend this. And of course, if you are going to the game, it's an easy walk from Whiskey right over to the stadium. And send me a note if you are going to any of these games, UNLV or Raiders. I am at quite a few of them. Not all of them, but quite a few. All right, that is a wrap on our 1-year birthday episode of Heather's Deux Vegas. Thank you for riding with me through every headline, every housewife meltdown, and every Vegas sparkle. Big kisses, and of course, to our MVP intern, Sassy the pug. I mean, Here's to another year of chaos, couture, and until next time, babes, stay fabulous. Bye.
This was a blast. Be sure to follow Heather Ashley on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Heather's Deux Vegas. Share the pod with a friend, and don't forget to rate and review.